Noted technology journalist Sherrell Dorsey is the founder and creator of The Plug, a daily technology newsletter covering Black founders and innovators. She's also the founder of BLKTECHCLT, Charlotte's first technology hub supporting entrepreneurs and technologists of color in North Carolina. Here's Sherrell's piece of the thread.
So I didn't start out to create a business, but I saw the problem was we're not applying rigorous journalism to this domain, and it does a disservice for the industry as a whole. And so that's how The Plug was born. And so The Plug, for me, started off as an experiment last year, just to see, can I even find 5 news stories a day that actually speak to people of color in this industry, and not from a standpoint of disproportionality or disparity, or all of these sort of massive reports that come out to show how companies are not hiring us per se, but more of what are we creating, what kind of money are we raising, what resources are at our disposal to not only sort of show the industry, hey, listen, like we're here for more than just a quick PR campaign, but we've been in this industry, we're innovating, and here's an opportunity to show the work that we're doing and that we've been contributing this entire time. And you see that when you lack that supportive community, ideas are stifled. You get caught up in politics and bureaucracy. And so having an ecosystem of people, be it digital, be it physical, right in your community, it's extremely critical for all of us to say, I can do something, I can build something, and then I can also make it an asset for my community.
What is your strategy for team building?
I look for people who are good people. At the end of the day, I don't want to work with people who I question their ethics and their morals. I like to work with people that I could consider family, and I know a lot of people probably like, oh, like that's just too touchy-feely. But I'm an ENFP from on the Myers-Briggs indicator. Like, I'm a feel person, I'm intuitive, so I need to know that, I can have a conversation with you and you can tell me that someone in your family passed away, and I'm like, listen, go do what you have to do, take care of your family, what have you. And I look for people who also have that same value system. I'm also looking for people that are smart and also dominating in their domain, whatever that looks like. People who can come in and not just sort of take direction, but can go and say, hey, here's another way that we can look at this. I know you've been doing it this way, but this product will be better for the business to help increase our lead generation, and here's why. And then break it down to me, not like I'm an idiot, but this is going to be advantageous for the business. In terms of team building, again, looking for great talent, looking for people who have proven and demonstrated that they can work hard, that they're down for the cause, and then they also understand the greater mission. It's not just like I want to stunt for the gram and be part of this because I feel like it's taking off, but more of I'm really passionate about making sure that this is a resource and an asset in our community. I look for that. And then maybe sometimes they don't have the full-scale experience, but they're willing to do the work. Being a founder is like, anybody can be a founder of anything, right? It can be here today, gone tomorrow. But when we look at beyond the plug, right? Because the plug is not always going to exist. It may evolve. It may, get sold. It may, morph into something else. But what I always look at in terms of studying other leaders and CEOs is what are the overarching goals? And then, how do I demonstrate leadership within this space? Especially being a founder of color, especially being a woman and having to walk in environments where my credibility is questioned, where my knowledge is questioned, my education is questioned, and having to walk in and be unapologetic and building my confidence up every single time. I think that you just have to really define, what does your leadership look like in this space, and come with it all the time. Twice as good for half as much is a very real thing for so many of us, and not just founders of color when I speak up, or Black and Latino, but if you're an immigrant, if you're speaking the second language, if you're poor, you don't come from a well-resourced family, you know that your education wasn't that great. There's some real barriers there. So, the internet has a plethora of resources for us to continue to learn our craft and our skill, and then pair that in with the leadership model that you like to follow.